Please, I need to talk with you. It's about the dog. I wanted to ask if you could take him.
No, I can't. No.
This is what Walter wanted after he died.
Why would he say that?
You were his best friend.
Well, that's kind of hard to say no to, even if it means you'll now share your life with a Great Dane, one of the biggest dog breeds in the world. The Friend is a comedy drama that deals with themes like love, friendship, grief, and healing. At the 2024 Toronto International Film Festival, the cast members, including legendary actor Bill Murray, were open about how they deal with grief in their own lives.
You know, as life goes on, you will find that deep loss creates moments of humor. Yeah. The greater the loss, the deeper the moments of humor. Like, probably the funniest time I ever had was my 9 brothers and sisters in a limousine at my father's funeral. It was some of the funniest stuff I ever experienced in my whole life. We laughed so hard at people that were looking in the car going, "Oh, they must be so sad," and we were screaming with laughter. So you got to do it. You got to do it too.
Find ways.
You got to do it. It's a part of it's a phenomenon.
How's the book going? There's considerable interest, and we've got to capitalize on it now.
I just can't keep having him here. It's taken over my bed, and it's getting in the way of my work.
I don't think it's about the dog.
He's in mourning. He lost his master. How would you feel?
I think, unfortunately, for everyone experiencing grief, you know, it's gonna happen if it hasn't yet. And there's certainly, you know, relationships in my life that people that I really miss. So I think it's always a beautiful thing, even if it's difficult, to sort of be able to personally reflect on the things that a fictional character is going through. And yeah, I was just so grateful every day to be on a set that felt so caring, not only about the film that we were making, but of each other. Felt like we sort of made this little family, you know, that was very involved in telling this story with the vision that we set out to do.
If Walter were here, what would you like to say to him?
I want to tell him that no matter how much I sleep, I'm exhausted. That I feel as though I'm losing control.
Move the dog!
I'll sit here too.
Next to Naomi Watts, the biggest star of the film is the Great Dane, played by Bing. Finding this special dog was quite a journey.
We looked for a year and a half. I checked out probably 50 dogs. None of them I thought could do it. And then we were introduced to Bev and Bing, and she comes from Iowa. And when I met them, I said to the filmmakers, the directors, if we don't hire this dog, I'm not doing the film. So we brought them to New York. I started teaching them how to do movie behaviors, because it's a whole different set of hand signals than what you do in basic obedience. And the key to the success of this film is that Naomi Watts, who is so lovely, worked with us for a month. We went to her house 3 times a week, and she trained him like we trained him. So by the time he got to the set, he was in love with her, and she could handle him. So what you see on film is really what was in real life, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen or ever done. So
someone else who was very happy with having Naomi on board was director Scott McGehee.
Finding Naomi, I mean, she was such a kind of, like, she embodies a kind of tender, delicate vulnerability, but she also has a great sense of humor, and she loves animals. She was sort of the linchpin that kind of made it all come together.
If you're looking for a fun movie that will have you both laughing and maybe shedding a tear or two, then make sure to check out The Friend.
I could feel him missing Walter in the same way I did.
The dog provides essential emotional support.
I guess I saw it the other way around, like I'm the emotional support human and it's the dog that can't cope.